In the vast expanse of the galaxy, where countless races and civilizations thrived, a somber decree echoed across the star systems. Humans were banned from participating in any form of galactic warfare. The decision was not made lightly, as it stemmed from a history marred by chaos, devastation, and the inexplicable abilities of the human race. Within the sprawling spaceport of New Serrano Prime, Commander Riker stood with a stoic expression on his face as he read the transmissions detailing the latest conflict in the Andromeda sector. His crimson uniform bore the emblem of the Galactic Council, signifying his role as a peacekeeper among the stars. "Commander, have you heard the news?" a fellow officer asked, approaching cautiously. The unease in her voice was palpable, betraying the gravity of the situation. "I have," Riker replied curtly, his gaze never leaving the holographic display before him. "The Iridians have declared war on the Zelthari, and it's speculated that other neighboring systems may be drawn into the conflict." The officer shuddered, recalling the horrors of past wars that had ravaged entire civilizations. "And what of the humans, Commander? Why must they remain on the sidelines while the galaxy burns?" Riker sighed, a weary expression flickering across his face. "The Galactic Council made the decision to ban humans from participating in wars after the incident on Zorax Prime. Their unique capabilities, their unparalleled combat prowess, it's too dangerous to unleash such a force upon the galaxy." The officer nodded solemnly, understanding the gravity of the situation. Humans were a forbidden species, their potential for destruction unmatched by any other known race. Their history was stained with bloodshed and conquest, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. As Riker continued to monitor the escalating conflict, a sense of foreboding crept over him. The ban on humans from galactic warfare was meant to protect the fragile peace that existed among the various stellar nations. But as the galaxy teetered on the brink of chaos, he couldn't help but wonder if the decision to keep humanity at bay would ultimately prove to be a fatal mistake. "Prepare the cruiser for immediate departure," Riker ordered, a steely resolve in his eyes. "We may not be able to rely on the humans, but we will do everything in our power to uphold the peace in their absence." As the cruiser's engines roared to life, and the stars blurred past in streaks of light, Commander Riker knew that the galaxy was on the brink of an all-encompassing conflict. And in the face of such darkness, he could only hope that the forbidden species would remain dormant, their shadow looming large over a galaxy ravaged by war. The hum of the cruiser's engines reverberated through the vastness of space as Commander Riker and his crew journeyed towards the heart of the conflict in the Andromeda sector. Tensions ran high among the crew members, a palpable sense of unease lingering in the air as they braced themselves for what lay ahead. As they arrived at the edge of the war-torn system, the wreckage of destroyed starships floated amidst the debris of once thriving civilizations. The distant echoes of battle rang out across the void, a haunting reminder of the price of war. "We're receiving a distress signal from a refugee convoy in the vicinity," a young ensign reported, her voice tinged with urgency. Riker's jaw clenched as he studied the holographic display, his gaze solemn. "We can't stand by and watch as innocent lives are caught in the crossfire." The cruiser surged forward, navigating through the chaos of the battlefield with precision and speed. As they approached the convoy, a sense of desperation gripped Riker's heart. The refugees' ships were under heavy fire, their shields buckling under the relentless assault of enemy forces. "Prepare to engage the enemy. We will provide cover for the convoy to escape," Riker ordered, his voice unwavering despite the gravity of the situation. The crew sprang into action, manning their battle stations with practiced efficiency. Energy weapons glowed brightly as the cruiser unleashed a volley of firepower, engaging the enemy forces with precision and determination. As the battle raged on, a sudden shift in the tide of conflict caught Riker's attention. The tactical displays showed a surge in enemy reinforcements, overwhelming their position with sheer numbers. The situation looked dire, and the odds seemed insurmountable. Amidst the chaos and the cacophony of warfare, a strange sensation washed over Riker, a feeling he couldn't quite place. It was as if a dormant power within him had been awakened, a whisper of something ancient and primal stirring in his soul. In that moment of clarity, Riker remembered the tales of humanity's past, of their indomitable spirit and unyielding resolve in the face of impossible odds. The forbidden species, barred from participating in galactic wars, held a legacy of strength and resilience that had been unmatched by any other. With a newfound determination burning in his eyes, Riker made a decision that defied all logic and reason. "Prepare the jump drive. We're going to even the odds." The crew looked at him in disbelief, but there was no time for hesitation. As the cruiser's jump drives activated, a blinding flash of light enveloped the ship, propelling them into the heart of the enemy fleet. In that chaotic moment, as the forbidden species made their presence known once more, a resounding message echoed through the stars, a message of defiance, of hope, and of the undeniable truth that humanity's legacy could not be erased, even in the erased midst of a galaxy torn apart by war. The sudden appearance of the cruiser amidst the enemy fleet sent shockwaves through the ranks of the opposing forces. The once confident adversaries faltered as the forbidden species made themselves known, their reputation preceding them like a shadow cast over the stars. Commander Riker's heart thundered in his chest as he surveyed the chaos unfolding around him. The enemy ships hesitated, unsure of how to respond to the unexpected arrival of the humans, an enigmatic race whose very presence invoked fear and awe in equal measure. "Target their command ship. We must disrupt their coordination." Riker barked out orders, the weight of responsibility pressing down upon him like a heavy burden. The fate of the convoy and the fragile peace in the sector hung in the balance. The cruiser unleashed a barrage of weapons fire, striking true against the enemy's flagship with precision and deadly accuracy. Explosions blossomed in the void of space, sending shockwaves rippling through the enemy fleet as chaos engulfed their ranks. As the battle reached its crescendo, a strange sensation overcame Riker once more. A surge of energy, a cascade of memories long suppressed, rising to the surface like a tide of unstoppable force. Images flashed before his eyes, battles fought and won, sacrifices made in the name of freedom and justice. In that moment of clarity, Riker understood the true power of the forbidden species. Humanity's legacy was not one of destruction and conquest, but of resilience, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to stand against tyranny and oppression. With a fierce determination burning in his eyes, Riker uttered a command that reverberated through the void. "All hands, brace for impact. We will not falter, we will not yield. For the sake of all who have fallen, we will prevail." The crew responded with unwavering resolve, pouring their energy and strength into the battle ahead. The cruiser danced through the maelstrom of warfare, weaving between enemy fire with grace and skill as they fought tooth and nail against overwhelming odds. In a final decisive maneuver, the cruiser unleashed a devastating volley of weapons fire that crippled the enemy's war machine, sending shockwaves reverberating through the void of space. The enemy forces scattered, their ranks broken and in disarray as they retreated in the face of humanity's indomitable spirit. As the last echoes of battle faded away, a profound silence settled over the battlefield, a silence filled with the unspoken promise of a brighter future forged from the ashes of war and strife. Commander Riker stood upon the bridge of the cruiser, his gaze fixed upon the stars beyond. In that moment of respite, he knew that the forbidden species had once more awoken to their true potential, a potential that would shape the destiny of the galaxy for generations to come. In the aftermath of the decisive battle in the Andromeda sector, news of the forbidden species intervention spread like wildfire across the galaxy. Whispers of humanity's return to the galactic stage echoed through the star systems, igniting a mixture of fear, admiration, and uncertainty among the various alien races. As Commander Riker and his crew navigated the aftermath of the conflict, they found themselves at the center of a political maelstrom. The Galactic Council, faced with the undeniable display of humanity's formidable power, grappled with the implications of their return to galactic affairs. Envoys from various stellar nations converged upon New Serrano Prime, their expressions a mix of curiosity and apprehension as they sought an audience with the forbidden species. Rumors and speculation ran rampant, painting humanity as both saviors and harbingers of chaos, their actions sparking a debate that shook the foundation of the galaxy's delicate balance of power. "It seems our actions have not gone unnoticed," Riker mused, his gaze fixed upon the swirling tapestry of political intrigue unfolding before him. The officer who had questioned the ban on humans from galactic warfare approached him, her expression thoughtful. "Commander, what do you make of this? Are we on the brink of a new era, or have we ignited a fire that we cannot control?" Riker pondered her words, a sense of responsibility weighing heavily upon his shoulders. Humanity's return to the galactic stage brings with it a legacy of both triumph and tragedy. It is up to us to ensure that our actions pave the way for a future built on unity, cooperation, and mutual respect. As discussions and negotiations unfolded among the various stellar nations, tensions simmered beneath the surface, threatening to erupt into open conflict once more. The forbidden species had reasserted their presence in the galaxy, a force to be reckoned with, a force capable of shaping the course of history in ways both profound and unpredictable. In the corridors of power and diplomacy, alliances were forged and broken, whispers of treachery and deception swirling like nebulae in the cosmic expanse. The fate of the galaxy hung in the balance, the fragile peace that had been painstakingly crafted over eons teetering on the edge of a precipice. Amidst the uncertainty and turmoil, Commander Riker stood as a beacon of hope and resolve, a symbol of humanity's unwavering commitment to safeguarding the galaxy from the ravages of war and conflict. As he gazed out into the endless reaches of space, a sense of determination burned brightly within him, a resolve to ensure that the forbidden species would be a force for good in a galaxy on the brink of upheaval. The echoes of their actions reverberated through the cosmos, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a species long kept in the shadows, now poised to shape the destiny of the stars themselves. As the dust settled from the tumultuous events in the Andromeda sector, Commander Riker found himself at a pivotal juncture in the unfolding saga of humanity's re-emergence on the galactic stage. The repercussions of their intervention reverberated across the cosmos, their actions sparking a wave of introspection and realignment among the various stellar nations. On the bridge of the cruiser, Riker stood amidst a sea of screens and holographic displays, the hum of the ship's systems a comforting background symphony. Observing the myriad conversations and negotiations unfolding across the galaxy, he knew that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges and uncertainties. A transmission from the Galactic Council flickered to life before him, the faces of the councillors reflecting a mix of curiosity and concern. "Commander Riker, we request your presence for a briefing on the implications of humanity's recent actions." With a steady resolve, Riker accepted the summons and made his way to the council chambers, where the fate of the galaxy hung in the balance. The councillors regarded him with a mixture of skepticism and wariness, their expressions a mirror of the complex web of alliances and rivalries that defined their interactions. "Commander Riker, the events in the Andromeda sector have set in motion a series of far-reaching consequences," one of the councillors began, her voice measured and grave. "The galaxy is at a crossroads, and the decisions we make now will shape its future for generations to come." Riker nodded, understanding the weight of their words. Humanity's return to the galactic stage has sparked a debate about our place in the cosmos. It is imperative that we navigate these turbulent waters with care and consideration, mindful of the impact our actions will have on the galaxy as a whole. As the discussions unfolded, a consensus began to emerge among the councillors, a recognition of humanity's potential to serve as a force for unity and progress, a catalyst for change in a galaxy scarred by conflict and division. The forbidden species had proven themselves capable of both great power and great compassion. a duality that inspired both hope and trepidation in equal measure. In the days that followed, alliances were forged, treaties were signed, and a new era of cooperation and understanding dawned upon the galaxy. The forbidden species, once shrouded in mystery and fear, now stood at the forefront of a movement towards a brighter future, a future built on the pillars of peace, cooperation, and mutual respect. As Commander Riker looked out into the endless expanse of space, a sense of optimism welled up within him, a belief that humanity's legacy would be defined not by the wars of the past, but by the promise of a tomorrow filled with hope and possibility. And as the stars shimmered in the distance, their light a beacon of promise and potential, Riker knew that the path ahead would be challenging, but filled with the promise of a galaxy united in purpose and destiny. In the quiet corridors of New Serrano Prime, the hum of activity echoed softly as diplomats from across the galaxy convened for a momentous occasion. The forbidden species, humanity, stood at the center of attention, a race whose actions had reshaped the course of galactic history and forged a new path towards unity and cooperation. Commander Riker stood before the assembled delegates, his gaze steady and his voice filled with conviction. We, the forbidden species, have witnessed firsthand the devastation wrought by war and conflict. It is only through unity and diversity that we can build a future where all species thrive in harmony and cooperation. The delegates from various stellar nations listened intently, their expressions a mix of curiosity and contemplation. The forbidden species, once feared and shunned, now extended a hand of friendship and collaboration, inviting the galaxy to join them on a journey towards a better tomorrow. As we look towards the stars and the endless possibilities that lie beyond, let us remember that our strength lies not in our differences, but in our shared values and aspirations, Riker continued, his words resonating with a sense of hope. Purpose. In the days that followed, discussions and negotiations unfolded, alliances were solidified, and a new era of cooperation and understanding blossomed across the galaxy. The forbidden species, humanity, became a beacon of hope and inspiration, a symbol of resilience, compassion, and the enduring spirit of unity that bound all sentient beings together. Among the stars, a wave of optimism washed over the countless civilizations that called the galaxy home, their destinies intertwined by a shared vision of a future built on mutual respect and cooperation. The scars of past conflicts began to heal, replaced by a sense of collective purpose and a commitment to safeguarding the fragile peace that had been so hard won. As Commander Riker looked out into the vast expanse of space, a sense of fulfillment filled his heart. The forbidden species had embraced their newfound role as champions of unity, their actions paving the way for a galaxy united in purpose and destiny. And as the stars sparkled in the distance, their light shining bright and unwavering, Riker knew that the future held endless possibilities. A future where all races, from the smallest sapient being to the mightiest empire, could come together in harmony and cooperation, bound by a common goal to create a galaxy where peace reigned supreme. In the wake of the newfound era of unity and cooperation, ushered in by the forbidden species, humanity, the galaxy underwent a period of profound transformation. Diplomatic channels buzzed with activity as alliances were strengthened, cultural exchanges flourished, and trade flourished like never before. Commander Riker found himself at the forefront of this unprecedented era of peace, serving as a bridge between the various stellar nations and guiding them towards a future fueled by collaboration and understanding. His role as a peacemaker and diplomat had never been more important, as he navigated the ever-shifting landscape of galactic politics with grace and determination. Amidst the bustling spaceports and bustling marketplaces that now thrived with interstellar commerce, whispers of a new intergalactic alliance began to circulate, an alliance that would bring together the diverse races of the galaxy under a common banner of unity and progress. The Galactic Assembly, a forum comprised of representatives from every corner of the cosmos, convened on the vibrant world of Elysium Prime to solidify this grand alliance. Delegates from a myriad of civilizations, each bearing their unique perspectives and traditions, gathered to lay the groundwork for a future of shared prosperity and mutual respect. As Commander Riker stood before the assembly, his voice ringing clear and true, he spoke of the remarkable journey that had brought them all together, a journey marked by trials and triumphs, setbacks and successes, but ultimately bound by a shared vision of a galaxy reborn. It is in diversity that we find strength, in unity that we find purpose, Riker declared, his words met with thunderous applause from the assembled delegates. Let us forge ahead together, hand in hand, towards a future where peace and cooperation are not just ideals to strive for, but the very fabric of our existence. The Galactic Assembly ratified the Interstellar Accord, a historic document that enshrined the principles of unity, equality, and mutual understanding among all sentient beings in the galaxy. And as the bright light of a new dawn washed over the cosmos, a sense of hope and renewal infused every corner of the galaxy. A hope that transcended boundaries, united hearts, and set the stage for a future where all could live in harmony and prosperity. And as the stars twinkled in the velvet expanse of space, their light a beacon of promise and possibility, Commander Riker knew that the galaxy had been forever changed, a galaxy reborn, bound together by the unbreakable ties of friendship and cooperation, guided by the collective dream of a better tomorrow. Years had passed since the formation of the Interstellar Accord, and the galaxy flourished in an era of unprecedented peace and prosperity. The once forbidden species, humanity, had become ambassadors of unity, revered for their unwavering commitment to cooperation and their role in reshaping the destiny of the cosmos. Commander Riker, now an elder statesman respected throughout the galaxy, reflected on the journey that had brought them to this momentous juncture. His years of service as a peacemaker and diplomat had left an indelible mark on the galaxy, a legacy woven from the threads of courage, compassion, and the enduring belief in the power of unity. As he stood upon the observation deck of his flagship, the distant stars shimmered with a quiet radiance, their light a testament to the boundless potential that lay within each sentient being in the galaxy. The legacy of the forbidden species, humanity, lingered like stardust in the cosmic winds, a reminder of the transformative impact that a single race could have on the fabric of the universe. Amidst the thriving worlds and bustling space stations that dotted the celestial tapestry, whispers of a new era of exploration and discovery began to circulate. The galaxy had become a crucible of ideas and innovation, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of all those who called it home. The Galactic Assembly convened on the verdant planet of Nexus Prime, where delegates from every stellar nation gathered to celebrate the achievements of the Interstellar Accord and reaffirm their commitment to a future built on the pillars of peace and cooperation. In a stirring address to the Assembly, Commander Riker spoke of the importance of preserving the legacy of unity and understanding that had defined their journey. Let us not forget the struggles of the past, for they have forged us into the beings we are today, he proclaimed, his voice filled with a sense of reverence for the galaxy and all who inhabited it. The delegates stood as one, their voices raised in a solemn pledge to uphold the values of the Interstellar Accord and to carry forward the torch of peace and cooperation for generations to come. And as the sun set on Nexus Prime, casting a warm glow over the gathering, a sense of hope and purpose pervaded the hearts of all who bore witness to this historic moment. And so, as the stars glittered in the cosmic expanse, their light a beacon of promise and potential, Commander Riker knew that the legacy of the forbidden species, humanity, would endure, a legacy woven into the very fabric of the galaxy, a reminder that the bonds of unity and understanding could transcend the vastness of space and time, guiding all sentient beings towards a future where peace reigned supreme.